Hello, my name is Alan Mahan. Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I hope you stick around and maybe make a comment. I'm on another channel, a BookTube channel. I'm not trying to promote that or anything. I'm just saying that because the differences between the two are there's some differences. I'm not. I like. Oh, I'm not trying to say I like one better than the other. They're just different. I like to be like in discussion type things and like that, like book discussions or there's more live on Tarot Tube. I'll call it Tarot Tube, like Angelo does. But so yeah, I like discussion things. I don't like. I think I come off like a lecturer sometime. I'm a former English teacher. That could be why. But I prefer like discussions and back and forth and um, and like debates, arguments. And I'm not saying like a boom boom argument, just a discussion. And that occurs more on BookTube, I think. But I like them both, or I wouldn't do it, right? But anyway, this tag is the 10 questions every tarot reader must answer, and I found it on Angelo's site from like 2016. I've been following him a long time, probably like 6 or 7 years, but I'm just finally getting on to the YouTube thing in August. And then even for tarot, it's later than that. But anyhow, I thought I'd do this tag because I liked it, and I'm new here, and it's like will be an introduction. So onward we go. 10 questions. 1. Were you mentored or were you self-taught? I was self-taught. I've had some. I never went into an apprenticeship program. Although there's a tarot reader here in Portland, I've never talked to. I've walked past her place several times, and she's got a phone number on a LED. I'd like to. I had a good tarot reader in Tempe, Arizona that I used to go to back in the day. So I'm going to pursue that. I'll do that this weekend. I'll give her a call or talk to her personally and just, see what's up there. But my story starts when I was young, like third grade. I marked time with that because my family moved to a different neighborhood in third grade. And I met a guy and we were into stage magic, like sleight of hand stuff. And we were real young, but we were really into it. We had illusions that we would build. One was a thing with newspaper in front of it, and it had a light going down. It would do shadows, and the back would open, and you turn it around and say, nothing on the back, nothing here. And then we'd break out. It was a good illusion. And we did elementary school on a stage and that. We would do Ronald McDonald, Ronald McDonald House parties. I don't know if they still have those. And that's how I found myself in tarot. And I'm still in touch with this person. He's in Toledo, Ohio, but and I gave him a deck of tarot cards. But that's how I got into it, because I also discovered I'm a writer and that, and I keep a lot of files, and I discovered an old typewritten things that I took off Eldon Gray's book back when it was so long ago, like grade school, manual typewriter type stuff. So I started with Eldon Gray, and I still use his Celtic cross method. Or Wait would use the 3, 4, 5, 6. I do 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just, it's like a loop. I think that answers that. Question 2. Are you a psychic or tarot reader? And this is a little half and half as well. Mostly tarot reader, but I am a lucid dreamer, and then I can astral project through lucid dreaming. It's something I can do. I have sleep apnea, I think, and I've had that all my life. I'm, complaining about snoring and things. I think that's one part that why I can do it. I am I'm a ceremonial magician, Golden Dawn trained, Adeptus Minor, in fact. I, admittingly, I'm just getting back into that, and I know there's a Thelema temple here in Portland I was involved with like 6 years ago. I might seek that out again. I'm just feeling my way back into this. And so, my forte is tarot. I know astrology, I know I can read all the signs on a natal chart in that, but I can use more knowledge there. I'm not one to use I think the question pertains to, do you use like crystals and things like that in readings? The answer is no. But the answer is yes, that I'll do a LBRP in the morning and other things like that. I use incense more to clean the area. What else? I've been into Buddhism since the 80s, and I practice daily on that. That's one thing that's been a constant in my life that I really like. It's just a habit. It's a muscle memory now. Let me see. Yeah, I also like past life work, or is that question 3? It might be question 3. Question 3 is, are your predictions accurate, and or is accuracy important to you? So far, my answers have been like yes and no. And I'll tell a story about, it's not a prediction. I've had precognitive dreams. I used to record them and keep track for years, and that's how you can follow if you have precog dreams. I had an experience, I've had like many tarot experiences, but one that stands out, I was in prison years ago. I haven't been in since 2002. And it's all I wouldn't mention it if it wasn't, well, I think it's minor. Call it drunk mouth. I would make the police mad. They would kick my ass, charge me with ag assault. And that happened 3 times. The first time, put you on probation or whatever. Second time, you can't defend it. It's 2 against 1. You have priors. You sign the plea bargain. So anyway, I'm reading in prison. And I had a interpreter. I was in Arizona, so a lot of Spanish people. And I'm going through an interpreter, and this person asked a question, and it was about his 2 brothers who had died, and they were still on his mind heavily, and there was no answers and no relief, no resolution, no closure on it. So I'm reading, and I see that one of his brothers died around water. I'm getting like water and all this stuff. And then I'm seeing the other brother died violently, like in a fight or something like that. And it turned out one of the brothers drowned. And it turned out the other brother was shot in a fight over a girl. And this and that. And anyway, the guy, it turned out we've all had experiences like this. His eyes got wide, and he flipped out, got weird, and he took off. I go, oh, okay. Well, and I took his tobacco. I read for, you got to be in the game if I'm going to read for you. So I took that, and I'm going on doing whatever, and I see him coming up with a little posse. All right. I turn to my friend Johnny and go, wow, Johnny, I might need your help a little bit here. And he comes up with this posse. And through the translator, he goes, you're spot on. This girl killed his older brother, drowned him, pushed him off a boat. They were drunk. His other brother died in a bar fight, was shot, over this girl, and just da da da. And then all his friends wanted readings and just throwing boxes of top tobacco and candy bars at me, and my store was packed. But that was a good experience. I'll never forget it. But that wasn't really a prediction, so I'm not answering the question. I'm sorry. To me, this is kind of like a getting to know you type question. That's how I'm doing it. Question 4 is there anything you cannot predict in a reading? And here I'm going, cannot. I don't ask by the police to find missing persons. Put it that way. I don't. I'm just not out there like that. I've had success in finding objects. People ask me to do that several times. Find their cell phone, where to put my cell phone. It's behind the couch, honey, where it always is. But there's nothing. I've had health questions. I don't limit myself. I think that there's another question in the back that's similar to this one that I'll get to. Question 5. Do you use tarot or multidisciplinary? And again, mostly tarot, but I use Kabbalah. I use elemental, dignified and ill-dignified, mostly like court cards. I'll do, fire and water, how that compares or opposites and things like that. Ceremonial magic, Golden Dawn train, BOTA. Went through all the lessons in that. Takes like 13 years. Slancha. I think does that answer the question? Question 6. Is the message in the cards or in your head? It's all in your head, in my opinion, and others' opinion too. This whole experience that we're having, we're not humans having a spiritual experience, as Wayne Dyer said. It's his quote. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. That's how I look at it. So if the cards, this is just ink on paper. It's just paper. I can, tear it in half. It's going to go away, just like this coffee cup. It's not going to last forever. I think you can do readings with animal crackers. It's all in your head. Now, the cards give me a visual to go on, but it's coming out of my experience and my mind. Question 7. Are you a priest or a fortune teller? I would say I'm more of a priest. I'm more of a weatherman. That's how I think I do my readings. I can say it's basically this, and I don't say this, but this is how I kind of visualize it. I visualize if you go this way, it might be rain. If you go this way, it will be sun. So it's more like a weatherman advice type. I'll do. 8. Are you a fixer or a looker? I'm most definitely a positive encourager. I'm more of a looker, I think. I'm a digger. I'm an asker. I'm a reader who's more like a counselor or a therapist than a fixer. I tell what I see, and I like to give advice, but ultimately, your fate is in your hands. I believe. I don't believe I don't believe in determinism like that. Number 9. Do you read for free or for a fee? And here we go again. Now, I believe I used to read for free as well. We all do. But if the client or current isn't invested, I find that it's a parlor trick. If they're not invested in anything, if I don't have like a reading exchange, that's about as free as I'll go, I think. And 10, is there anything you won't predict? And I thought about this, and I think the only thing I won't predict is death. So one of the ones, death. Um, 10 questions every tarot reader must answer. And who am I going to tag? Let's see. Well, I should have thought about that first. I'm going to start tagging the people who comment on my videos. So I'm going to tag, let me think who, Mindful Tarot. I'll tag her, and maybe I'll tag Becca. She makes a lot of videos. So I'm going to take Mindful Tarot and Becca. Okay, well, I'm going to do a reading maybe and then get to sleep. So everyone have a great Thursday. And I hope one of you guys won the Powerball tonight. I know Mega Millions was in South Carolina. I don't have any South Carolina friends. Hey, I think I do on BookTube. I got to check that out. Be right back.